Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back again. SDA Williams. Um, I just showed that pictures because some of my messages that I get from others, they want to see the real picture or the real thing that I'm talking about, like me and President Kufuor, me and President Nado, and all those stuff. They want to know about it. I don't think it's anything, but people still want a picture to see it. Apparently, there's a saying that seeing is believing. So, yeah, but I don't think it's worth anything. It's good to meet those people, like pretty good to meet those people, believe me. But today our topic is just critical. Do you think this world is fair? Osinoba Wise, King Solomon II. Man, I like your name, hey. Farah, I love it. King Solomon II. Obie Nuechiwati. Yeah, so welcome on board. Today we're gonna discuss this topic for a while. Most people have this issue. I've gone out there, I've interviewed a couple of people, and Mamisewa, welcome. I've interviewed a couple of people about this topic. Do you think this world is fair? I would like to have your ideas and your opinions more welcome. Let's see if we can call someone. You can pick up and if you don't want to show your picture, that's fine. But we just want to hear your voice and all this stuff because today I'm just exactly 9 p.m. Nana, what's up? You just hang up. All right, let's see. Nana, Nana Osunoba Wise King Solomon II. Wise sounds like my institution though. It's Williams Institute of Science and Excellence. Wise. All right. So, do you actually think this world is fair? Don't ask me for my opinion yet, but I want to find out, what do you think? If this world is really fair, is treating you fairly, equally, anything you want to find out. Do you think this world is treating you equally, fairly? And you deserve to be here. There's a little bit of pieces we can put together. There was this question that was asked. I've been asked this question several times. Why am I into young people? I don't know how many times I need to answer this. The future of the world. Young people are the future leaders. No matter how it is, whether you believe it or not, young people are the future leaders. Like we are the next future leaders, and our kids are after us. Some of them may join our generation to rule, but most of those young people rule the next generation. That's how it is. That's why we have baby boomers, looking after Generation Y. So Generation Y is gonna look after Generation X, and Z is it's gonna continue like that. So probably we're gonna have Generation AE, AV, or whatever generation. But all what I know is that every generation is get looked after by the generation before. So if we, as the next generation, if we don't get up on our feet, the other generation will mess up and just leave it Rashid, welcome on board. The other generation left it for them. That's why I'm always here that I'm on you. Like, it's all about you. You need to build that capacity. You need to build your personal development because it's all about you. I'm talking to you. It's all about you. It's nobody else. Believe me, if you succeed, the world will be happy for you. But if you don't, they don't care. But this doesn't answer my question though. My question is, do you think the world is fair? Is playing fair game? Like, when we play soccer, we have fair play. A player will have a fair play because when the playing was going on, he helped someone and, he was playing safe. So, do you think this world has been fair to you? And let's take it in that way, in out of content again. Do you think this world has been fair to Africans? I'm waiting for response, and we will go on and on and on because it's a discussion questions today. I'm not really teaching anything. It's just a discussion question. We want to discuss about it. Anyway, I interview about 10 people today. Out of 10, guess what? 7 said no, the world is not fair. 1 confused. It's interesting. He doesn't know whether the word is like he doesn't know. He doesn't know. You have no idea whether it's fair or not. 2 said the word is fair. So I want to find out from you. What do you actually know? Like this word is all about. What is it? How is it? Is it fair for you? Is it fair for Bill Gates to be worth $90 billion and somebody worth nothing? Is it fair? Do you think it's fair for the current richest man in the world to get paid 200 and oh my phone. Alright, just hold on for a sec. To get paid $250 a second. Do you think it's fair? Look. 1, 2 second, 250 is gone. 2 minutes. Wow, look. 250 so dollars per second. So how much is it making in 10 seconds? Do you think it's fair? Do you really think? Let's see, Stephen Paul. So that's the question. Do you think it's fair? Someone lives in, like, quadruple, triplet mansion. Someone lives in castle, like big mansion and all this stuff. And somebody lives in, like, a little room, a place where he can't even lay his head. He uses his hand like a pillow. I have done it before. That's why I was telling a friend of mine. I have enjoyed poverty to the fullest. Believe me, I have. Even though I'm not like, oh, okay. Let's see someone here. Yeah, Esther doesn't want to come on anyway. But I know a few people are trying to call in. I've enjoyed poverty to the fullest, so I know how it is. And believe me, nothing nothing is miserable than looking for something you can't have. The thing is in front of you, but you can't have it. Why? Because you don't have what it takes to have what you're looking for. It's so painful, man. Believe me, it's so painful. You have tears all over your face, and like So that's what the question. Do you think this world is fair? Just really think about it. Do you think whatever is going on in this world is fair? Do you think it's fair for different country because I don't speak the same language? Oh, let me put my charger on. Because I don't speak the same language, I don't live in the same arena or territory. They declare me and all the ammunitions come and kill my people, all because we don't speak the same language, we don't see ourselves as the same people. Do you think it's fair? It's the question. I haven't answered yet. It's just a question. So those 10 people, 7 of them said the word is not fair. 1 was confused, 2 said it's fair. Jeff Bezos, wealth, recently that I checked, he wealth $120 billion. That's what Jeff Bezos, he wealth $120 billion. How much do you have in your account? Do you think it's fair? Let's look at it. Today I just sat down to calculate tax out of hourly rate, how much we make, how much. Let's imagine the person is making the person is making, let's say, $30 an hour. $30 an hour. If you let's make it like simple. You're making $100 an hour. $100 an hour, you take 30% off. So that 30% is for tax. It's normally 32 or like that. So let's say it's 30%. If you're making $100 an hour, 30% off. So 30% tax. It's not your money. But you work hard for it. And the government take it that it's not your money. It's just you working. So I will take that money. I will invest the money into health care, water. But even you pay the electricity bill. If you go to the healthcare, the doctor touches you, what. Oh, you need paracetamol, you need chloroquine. I remember chloroquine, man. If you're born in Ghana and you never take chloroquine, that means you're really young. Really, really young. Probably you were born in the 2000s. Because chloroquine was yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah. So, welcome, guys. So you take that money, $70. The government take $30 from you straight away. Out of that $30, out of that $70, let's go to the board. I think that would make sense a bit. Out of that $30, out of that $70 that you got now, you need a fuel for your car. So you bought fuel, let's say $10 fuel for the week, $10. And that $10 you pay 10% GST on it. GST 10%. But that GST is a tax again. Even though on your $100, you've already paid $30 to the government. $30 to the government. Already paid that. And you have $70 left for you. You think it's your money. You went to buy fuel, and the government charge you 10% of that fuel price. You want to buy food. Oh, you went to restaurant because you got money. So you went to restaurant. You spend, let's say it's $10 again. Government charge you another 10 GST. So now, this is all out of it. So, and your child need clothes. You spend another, you use, if my wife is here, she's going to punch me in the face. You use or you circulate $10. She doesn't like saying spend. So another GST on that. So we go back again. So now, You yourself need clothes. Another $10, another 10% GST. Okay, your child is a bit sick. You went to the hospital, and GST comes in again here. You spend $5 for the medication or medicine, whatever, 10% GST. All right, so now you said to yourself, okay, fair enough, all right, I pay GST on all these things again. Even though it's my own money, I've spent $70. So look at it now, $55. And all right. So the next weirdest thing we pay GST on is it just skipped my mind now. But it's so weird that you pay GST on even everything. All right, so restaurant is here. We got restaurant. We got your clothes, your child clothes. Imagine your wife want to buy a shoe. You gotta pay GST on it. You get what I mean? You pay GST on everything. So all I say is that as an individual person, if you make all this, like if you make this money, the government charge you, take $30, you left with this. And even this, even though you are spending all this, he's still taking 10% off it. You get what I mean? So do you think this word is fair? Let's come to business people. So because individually, when you are even spending, you're still paying tax on it. But come to business here. A business person make $100. $100. It doesn't. The government says, okay, $100. It's all right. It's your money. The businessman goes to, let's say, spend all this amount, $55. It's expenses. You pay GST on it. That GST is for everybody. So the businessman pay GST 10% on that. On that $55. So in the long run, let's take the $5, 55. So let's make it a round number. Let's say it's 35. 35 is even number, that's all right. Odd number, that's all right. So $35. Here, the guy have spent all the money. Now he's coming to pay tax on this. And guess what? It's 25%. Some country is 30%. So they pay tax on their profit. And you pay tax on everything that you spend. Do you think this world is fair? That's the question. This is just a basic one. You pay tax on everything that you spend. Even lotto tickets. If you want to win a lottery, you still pay GST on it. Far, right? You go to casino, you pay GST on like everything. Out of, let's say, 10 things, we pay GST on 7. And so, what I'm trying to say is that, is the system in place making you richer or poorer? Because look at this poor man. He paid 30% straight away. But this business here is after its expenses, after the expenses of the rich man, which we don't want to hear, after the expenses of the businessman's profit is what he's going to pay the GST or the tax on. The businessman can claim the GST too. The businessman can claim the GST he spent here from here. From the tax, from government. So now, if let's say 10%, 10%, 10%. Let's say $1, $1, and 50 cents. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So $4.50 is what the businessman spent. The businessman can claim that $4.50 here when he's doing his bar statement. Bar statement. I did accounting and I did tax, so I know what I'm talking about. So you can claim the money from it. But you, individually, you can't claim it because apparently you're not doing a business. You're just happy to pay the 10% to government. You get where I'm coming from? So do you think this word is fair? The system in place, are they fair? Are they helping you to become successful? What's up, Swad? So this is where the word is. Do you think this word is fair? A poor man will look for a job, get a job, and work for the government. And after that, the government will tell you, you need to even, registration. Like, you're driving your car on the road, you pay for it. There's GST in it. Even though you paid all this, government will say is using it for something. Even medicine, you go to the hospital, they write medicine for you from the super clinic. You still go and buy it. And when you buy it, there's still GST on it. There's one weirder thing I want to talk about. That I saw GST in it and fuel. I was like, far out, man. So it just... The whole idea is to make, the poor poorer and the rich richer. Because if the rich get this $4.50, imagine if it's like 4.5 million. You get what I'm coming from. Someone said, that's the world we live in. That's what I'm saying. So do you think this word is really fair? It's treating you fairly. You work so hard to make this $100 and the government will say, 30% is mine and take the 30%. And okay, you're happy to go home with 70%. And even the 70%, any cent you spend, you pay GST on it. Still, the government is charging you when you are spending it. Oh, so... Wifey, sorry, I'm using the word spend, like you circulating it or using it. But because of, it's something about accounting, you use spend and income. And this person here, because he have a business and he have a company, he can go back and take the GST. Because this is what I spend, you can claim it from the government. You get where I'm coming from? And in the long run, this person may have this money left. This, after all the expenses, they get taxed on profit. So even if he comes and tell you that I didn't make any profit, it was a loss, the government will still pay the GST to them. What about you and I? We work for someone with our strength. We wake up with the alarm. We run all the way because we want to prosper. We are here. Do you think you can make it from here? That's the question. Do you think you can make it from there? People say Africans don't pay tax. Africans don't pay tax. Africans, in this world, there's no country doesn't pay tax. This GST is indirect tax. It's indirect tax, and this direct tax. Direct tax from your income. Direct tax. GST is indirect tax. GST is like VAT in Ghana, in UK. Indirect VAT is when imported goods comes in, they put it on. And even the painful thing as well is that, I will put my fee up because of GST, and you will pay the GST, but you can't claim it. You can only work on this in the end of the year. They say tax returns, and the government you will do some, rough estimate. You can only claim less than 10% from this. You can only claim less than 10%. But this person can claim everything, especially when they say they lost. Or, So, that's how the world is. And let's deep into politics a bit. I know, I'm not, even though I do politics, politics somewhere, but not in my stage, or when I speak. But I just want to prove to you that if this word is fair or it's not, that's the whole thing I'm doing now. All right, hardly another line of income will be needed. Maybe investment, business. Yeah, Sam Bright, you are right, man. You are right. Investment. I will talk about it. But believe me, if you do a second job, you pay more tax than you even did the first job. But paying more tax actually is good. Believe me, it's good, especially if you are like a business owner. Because if I'm paying like $1 million tax, that means I've made, let's say if I'm paying $3 million tax or $300,000 tax, that means I'm making $1 million, something like that. But in Australia, the system goes like the more money you make as individual, the higher tax you pay. But a business, the more money you make, the lower tax you pay, because apparently you are employing people who are paying personal tax. So that's how it is. The more money you make as individual, the higher you pay the tax. The lower money you pay, the higher the business make, the lower they pay the tax, because the business is employing you. So same as Canada and same as US. So is this word making you rich or making you poor? That's the whole thing. Thank you, man. Thanks for guys for sending some messages for me to be aware. I never knew. I was expecting Canada and Australia maybe similar, because we all have the same Queen Elizabeth as our president anyway. So Australia and Canada are just like a little twins from somewhere. Even though we have Australian Day, we call ourselves independent country, but that's another topic for another day. So, yeah, so what I was saying is, we as individuals, what can we do to make this world a better place for us? Because if you want to deal with the systems, the actual system in place before you were born, you either need to come from the Queen Elizabeth line, Donald Trump line, or in Ghana we will say President J.J. Rawlings, Kufuor, those big men line. But if you came from the Wache Seller line or the Kinky Seller line, believe me, we need to work hard on ourselves. So that's the reason why, I'm sitting here and I'm telling you the truth. This, they won't teach you at school, because they think if you are broad-minded, open-minded, and you learn from all these things, it will take the system by surprise. You think they want you to be successful? We will talk about that one too, because this is just the gist of it. We will talk about that as well. All right, let's see this. In our education system, I know my coach says I shouldn't talk about education, I shouldn't talk about religion, I shouldn't talk about politics. But believe me, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this, not like I'm doing this for you. But if you come to my like in my seminar, probably we will talk about money there. But now I'm doing it for you for free. And it's not just for free because you are paying the bundle. Ghana, they call it bundle, but here they call it Wi-Fi or internet or whatever. You are paying for it to listen or to watch me. So you're still paying it. And Facebook is still making money. So no matter how it is, someone need to make money. Even if you cough, someone need to make money because either you go to the doctor who is going to be making money, and after the doctor will refer you to the pharmacy for them to make money as well. You can't just enjoy the money. Everybody needs to enjoy the money. Yeah. So, and the pharmacy will also refer you to somewhere. Like, so everyone is enjoying it. So all what I'm trying to let you know is that the system we came to meet, we can beat the system. And if you can't beat the system, you join it. That's why it's important to have this book. Like, I always give books out for you to read because the more you read, the more your eye will be open. Yeah. So a book like this, The Propaganda is let me see if I can just take a snapshot. Yep. All right, the book is called Propaganda. I'm gonna type it here. Propaganda by Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays. This guy, man, he's the most genius person ever live on this planet. Whether you like him or not, he is the most genius person that ever live on earth. So the book is The Propaganda by Edward Bernays. He was the one introduced women into smoking. They call it the torch for freedom. He did that without anybody knowing who was behind it. He's the same person who introduced bacon and egg as a breakfast. You can't believe it. He's the same person who introduced banana cake. He's the same person who also let chemicals into our water. And apparently the research shows that the chemicals they use in the water that we drink, it makes us go crazy. So that's the world we are in now. So he's the same person. This guy, he was one man who set up the whole government system down. Edward Bernays. There's a documentary on YouTube. It's called Century of Self. If you watch it, you will know that, man, you have no idea about what this world is all about. You have no idea what this world is all about. You will know that the people who are known as sheep, human beings, man, human beings. Watch Century of Self, and there's another one which is The Four Horses. It's like the banking system. All right, now I'm talking about the banking system. I'm gonna go to the banking system. Let's see how this bank system. Oh, just been Apple, a long time. All right, let's see how the banking system works. So we have bank here. All right, we have bank here. You go and borrow $10,000 from the bank. $10,000 from the bank. The bank will charge you, let's say, this, they call it personal loan without whatever they call it, personal loan, whatever, collateral or whatever they call it. So personal loan, because personal loan, the interest rate is high, and they give you, let's say, 10% interest rate. Let me use different colors so we can see it. This is the banking system. You think you want to make money from the bank? Just watch it. They give you 10%, even though the actual interest rate from the Reserve Bank, which is here, Reserve Bank, Australia, they call it Reserve Bank. Other countries, they call it Central Bank. It's like 4%. 4%. The bank is giving you this to pay the loan. The bank, after giving you this, you want to make money, so you go to the bank and open a savings account. So you open a savings account, and you start putting money in it. Let's say you put $1,000, because that's what you have now. $1,000. That's what you have now. You have $1,000. You put it in the bank because you want to make money. You think the bank is the safest place to make money. Here, the bank will give you, let's say, 5 years. All right, they've given you 5 years to pay this loan. 5 years to pay this loan. So you have 5 years to pay this loan. You're paying it 10% interest rate. 10%. Multiply 5 by, let's say 10%, multiply 5 by the 10%, blah, 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 you get 50,000. So in 5 years, you pay 50,000. How much have you paid to the bank? Here, the bank is giving you interest on your own money. Let's say it's on your own money. The bank is giving you about 0.0. Last time I checked, it was funny, like 0.001. So 1%. The bank is giving you 1%. Actually, it's already there. So 1% on your loan. How many years are you gonna make 50,000 from the bank? You get what I mean? You went to borrow 10,000. The bank, you paying interest of, here in Australia, it's 13 point something. Some of the interest is 14%. Personal loan, some of the interest rate is 14%. But because I just want to calculate it, made it easy for you, that's why we're making it this way. You get what I mean? And here, the bank is giving you 1% on, even let's say here is 10,000, and they're giving you 1% every year on your loan, on your own savings. You take the money from the bank and you put the money into your savings because you want to make money. The bank is giving you 1% on the money, and you are paying 10%. So in the long run, let's say even if 1% of whatever is gonna be $100 or something, either $100 or $10. I don't have a calculator here because now technology has made my mind I need to use calculator. But anyway, let's say it's $100. How many years are you going to make 50,000? So you get where I'm coming from. How many years are you going to make 50,000? Whereby the bank takes 5 years to make 50,000. You may take like 50 years to make 50,000. And let's imagine you are 50 years or 40 years already. 40 years already. You are 40 years, you have 50 years, so 90 years. And imagine God, or maybe not God, but yourself. You didn't take care of yourself pretty when you were young. So you were smoking, you were drinking, whatever you were doing, and you end up living for 75 years. Not bad. Not bad. 75 years. So you didn't even end up making 50,000. So that's when you come in. Like Robert Kiyosaki have a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He said, you are in the right race, like, rat race. Rat race is like this. You go around. Here is the circle, and that's the rat going around. So all what you're doing is going around. So, if you notice, most banks will not give you money. Most banks will not give you money instantly if you tell them you're going to invest it in a business outside their whatever. If you're going to invest it in a business, they won't. But just tell them you're going on holiday in Dubai. They give you credit card. They give you credit card with 10,000 on it. What's up, bro? They give you credit card with 10,000 on it because they know that the credit card, even if as you are spending it, you're paying it. But business, you make money and you will stop using bank, or even the money that you put there, you make money out of it. Bill Gates make about 10 million a day on his money in the bank. That was the last time that I checked, but I don't know recently. So, is this world really treating you fairly? Or is someone has put a system there and the system is killing you slowly? If you want me to pick up your phone call, just let me know. I'm just opening your eyes to the world, like, the world that we are in. Our parents didn't know. They didn't tell us. All right, so mommy wanna come in. All right. Our parents didn't know. They didn't tell us. So they didn't know too, because whatever they knew, they taught us. But because they don't know, they never taught us. So now, thank God, I have gone out there and someone have shown me and I've practiced it, I've seen it, and then it's out there. In Australia, they put you on a rat race because if you go to uni, that's the killer. Even in Africa, you pay your university before you complete. But in Australia, what they do is that they give you credit. They give you credit. Like, one course is like, let's say it's $1,000 when I was there in 2000. And every semester you do 4. So the 4 is like, 4,000. When you go in to fill the forms, they will say, oh, put your tax file number. It's all right. The government will pay for you. Put your tax file number. And I didn't know, man. I didn't know. I would have struggled to pay my school fees. Believe me, if I knew that was the system, I would have struggled to pay my fees. So anyone who is watching me, it's good to pay your school fees up front than to wait for the government to pay for you, because you're going to be working like, donkey. Have you ever seen a rich donkey before? No way. Even in India, they got rich cows, but they don't have rich donkey. So the system has been put in place that you're going to be stuck here in the rat race. You're going to be going and going and going. By the time you exit, you're about to die or you're dead. So now, 4,000 a semester. I did like 12, and I was happy. I was doing some summer school and all those stuff. Summer school was a bit higher than normal, semester. Because summer school was short and the fees was, I was happy doing all those stuff. In the long run, I finished school with $25,000. I haven't got a job yet, but I have that debt. I haven't got a job. I have that debt behind me. And those people who paid it upfront or half payment, let me show you. The trick was they never tell you. They never tell you because that's the system there. Nobody want to spoil the system. But it's probably I've come all the way to tell you the system. If you, in Australia, I'm talking about Australia. I don't know about the other countries, but I'm just talking about Australia. And whatever Australia is doing, UK have done it, or UK is doing it, Canada is doing it, America is doing it. Believe me, Germany is doing it. That's how it is. Those big countries, they call themselves G20. They all think alike. That's why Africans are always here. Because none of the African country is part of the G20. You can go and speak at the G20, but you are not part of it. They just choose one president from African country, go and talk at G20 summit, but you're not part of it. I'm not doing politics, but I'm just being frank with you. This is the world you are in. Whether you like it or not, you are born here. So now, if you pay 500 out of your school fees, then because it's $1,000, if you pay 500, the government will pay 500. So that means you go zero with a course. With one unit, you pay 1,000. So you pay 500, government pay 500. You go with zero cost. I wasn't told that. I didn't know that. All what I was told is put your tax file number here. So I did put my tax file number. I was happy because the government is going to pay for me. But guess what? After my $25,000, I got a job. So after $25,000, you get a job. So you get a job every year and there's a limit here. If you are not making more than 50 grand, if you're not making more than 50,000 plus, you don't pay your fees. But now they change it anyway. But now they change it. So now you have to pay 4%. They call it CIP or CPI, something like that. Whatever, consumer index price or something. 4% on that money. So your money is growing even though you're not working. And you need to pay it off. So actually what I'm trying to let you know is that the world that we live in, those who are ahead of you because they know it. They know it. Because let's compare someone who is from a wealthy family, financially sound, You go to school, you go to the best school, the best school. Because they have the best school have the best teachers. The T is for teachers, the best teachers. The best environment, the best facilities, the best facilities, they got the best teachers, the best facilities, and they will get the best outcome, the best outcome. No matter how it is, it's the best. You get where I'm coming from. You go to Fabrodia Betumi Chalk. You go to one of the Fabrodia Betumi Chalk school. If I put poor here, people will go crazy. Let me put P. You won't understand what I mean. So we go to the P school. Because the government can't afford the P, public school, the government can't afford best teachers, they put P teachers there. So you got P teacher, you got environment is zero, let's say environment goes down, arrow. I don't want to piss you off, but I just want to let you know what is happening. Environment goes down, facilities nil, because I remember I was doing core science, not even the elective science, core science. We didn't even have laboratory. What is laboratory? Not in Australia, but in Ghana. What is laboratory? I remember JSS, I was doing technical skills. They call it technical drawing, technical skills, whatever technical. You carry your drawing board from home to school, and all what you do is draw on a ruler. You know, the ruler, draw a T or draw whatever draw. So what do you think the outcome will be? The outcome will go down. So compare here to here. They got the best teachers, the best environment, the best facilities, and the best outcome. And they grew up to become leaders. You know? They grew up to become leaders. And here, they grew up to become, I don't want to use the French word subject, but they grew up to become followers. Stoneboy. Followers. So Stoneboy said that, followers. You know, you were born to be a follower. I was born to be a leader. That's interesting though. That song, it says Obia was the master. It was interesting. Yeah, so you follow. So now, this guy grew up, the same process with his kid. This guy grew up, the same process with his kid. So is this world treating you fairly? And the worst thing I would like to talk about, apart from that, the media. The media make the thing the worse than ever. Nigerian would say worse. The media. Now we got social media. We are happy with the social media because it's our own messages going around. But the media, they call themselves professional medias. Let's see if someone want to come on board. So, the media, in the morning when you wake up, it's an agenda. Believe me, whether you like it or not. Whatever I'm telling you today, it's there. It's something that is going on. Your mom, your great-grandmother, great. So you are the one that needs to get out of it. That's why I'm teaching you this. It's almost 10 p.m. Australian time, Friday. It's Sabbath day for me, and I'm Sabbatarian, 7-day Adventist. You may like me or hate me. I'm 7-day Adventist, and I'm proud of it. It's same like you. If you're a Catholic, you'll be proud of it. All right, so let's do this. The media wake up in the morning. Before you, even if you are sleeping, the media is awake. They have like about 5 people. 5 people, they set the agenda for the day. So, agenda for the day. And before the media will come out, they have the security men already in place. Like, the security. All right, so the security combined with the police, the army, the whatever, all the security force, they come up with it. What can we come up with it for us to benefit? Security benefits media than any other. Security is the highest bidder for media than anybody. One, let's go here. You wake up in the morning, you turn your TV on, you want to watch the news. What do you see first? Car accident. All right, so let me just write it. Car accident. What happened? Where was the police? The police is there. You got your police there, you got ambulance there, and fire brigade or fire service. They are there. In the news. Or suddenly the economy is going down because terrorists, security, yeah. Oh, someone stabbed someone. There's been a stabbing. Where is the security here? All right, there's a gunshot. Security, here. So what I'm trying to let you know is that the media promotes security than everything. There's been an armed robbery. Where is there? Security. So that means as they continue to do that, they put in fear and panic. The media now, instead of information, they call themselves information, entertainment, and education. Education and entertainment. Now they cause fear and panic. Whether you like it or not, just turn your TV on now, I'm talking. You will see either someone is committing crime and the media is on it, or they're causing fear and panic. So you are in this world, but you don't exist. They're making you feel like, hopeless in this world. There's nothing here for you. Because people are dying. Every day, people are dying. But do you know research shows that kids who are born, the children that are born today, even just today, just now that I'm talking, the children who are born just now I'm talking, let's say it's 10, if 10 children just born in a second, in 1 second, in a second, there's only two or only three kids. 3 people died. 3 people, only 3. 3 people died. You see? But the media will bring this one instead of this. I hope you get it where I'm coming from. Instead of the media to say, oh, there's 10 kids born. Hooray, we're getting more population now. Rather, the media will bring, the 3 people died in a car accident. And you are scared to drive because there's some, excuse my language, there's some dickhead on the way, he's gonna kill you. If you come to Australia, the worst thing is every black person is African. There's nothing you can do about it because the media have sold the mind of the people and they bought it. Every black person, everyone is an African. They don't know the difference between West African, Ghanaian, Nigerian, Ivorian. No, everyone is African. So that's, you want to say something? All right, you mind calling me again, Marcus? Just call me again, let's see. If you guys want to say something about it, let me know. I will pick your phone calls or I will give you a call. Yeah, so the media is part of the whole mess, man. The media is part of the whole mess. So you need to make a decision what goes into your head. As I told you last time, whatever goes into your head doesn't come out. You need to work on it. So you need to select things that goes into your head. All right. I know we don't talk about religion, but religion is part of this world. So whether you like it or not, we're going to talk about it. I'm not doing this. You're not paying me for doing this. So you're not telling me not to talk about religion. But I'm just opening your eyes to the world that you came to meet. Whether you like it or not, you will leave this world and somebody will come and experience the world and the person will leave. It's the same. He's been leaving, coming. Ghana will say Akwaba and departure. Wouldn't know the Chi word for that. But I know that Akwaba is welcome. So either you welcome or you depart. So it's 2. Arrival or departure. That's it. So let's talk about the churches. Heaven, oh my, I love the place. I haven't been there before, but I know one day I will. Heaven is where everybody is looking at. Heaven is the signboard. Everybody is looking at heaven. if you talk to a pastor here, and the pastor is here, is fooling around, you say something to the pastor, you're not gonna go to heaven, you're going to hell. The pastor was born 9 months. 9 months like you. 9 months like you. 9 months. All the difference is that this pastor has, instead of doing accounting like me or business like me, the pastor is going to do theology, whatever theology. So it makes him holier than that. All right, someone call me. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. I'm calling you, bro. All right, so the pastor, the difference between the pastor is that he decided to do theology because he says God called him. For you doing accounting, God never called you. For you being a lawyer, God never called you. You know, for you being the president, God never called you. For you being a police officer, God never called you. But for him doing the theology, God called him. So you get where I'm coming from. And you mess up with the pastor, you're not going to go to heaven. Heaven is for holy people. And it's for only the pastor and the selected few that he think they will go. For you, you're going to hell. I remember I raised this topic a while ago, and a friend of mine, she's like almost 60 years. I like being friends with aging people because they've experienced life and they know what is it about. And she's saying, Sam, I like you. You're a nice person. Like, young people and all those stuff. But believe me, hell is here already. We are in hell. And I couldn't believe she said that. She's 60 years, man. And she's telling me she always knew earth is hell. Because going through all this and we still have another hell, then it's strange for her. And I said, oh no, we're not in hell. Here is a word, like, the earth. Heaven is above the earth. That's what we've been told by the Bible. And she said, oh, because my mom was telling me if I don't worship God, I will go to hell. So because I don't go to church, I thought I'm in hell already. So you get where I'm coming from? We misinterpret the Bible and we make people feel like, they don't deserve to be here. Here is only meant for heaven people. There's this video going around. There's this young pastor. He's pretty young pastor. He's gone out there. He's got himself, is that Bugatti? I think Bugatti, one of the Bugattis, the latest one. Is that Bugatti or Lamborghini, Rolls Royce? I think Rolls Royce Phantom, because he couldn't even say the Phantom well. And apparently he's from Ghana, I believe. He couldn't even say the Phantom well, the Rolls Royce Phantom. A young guy got his church. You say you're going to heaven, hey. And heaven we go with nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, my dear, nothing. Apparently, I like the Muslim way. When you're dead, they just wrap you with wrapper. Nigerian will say wrapper, and they just dump you in that 4 square thing. That's what they used to bury everyone. They just go there, they dig a hole, they put you there, goodbye. Say hello to Allah for us, then that's it. You get where I'm coming from. But this young guy, you are a young pastor. I think you have a young church because you are a young pastor, you may have a young church. And you know about this heaven thing. Because you are holy, you've done your theology instead of me doing a theology as a work. You decided to do it because you are holy than me. And now me being an accountant and a businessman and a writer, I'm not holy. I'm not holy. And you went out there to use my mother's money to buy Rolls-Royce Phantom. Me and my wife, we got Rolls-Royce Phantom. The church members will see how we will be doing it. Wow. I thought heaven is here. We're going to look here. But you're looking here where hell is. Rolls-Royce Phantom. Apparently, rich people are going to hell. And they are the people who have Rolls-Royce Phantom, Bugatti, and all those Maserati, and name them. Bentley and all those stuff. I thought they are the people, we all look at them, people look at them, they're going to hell. Now pastors who are meant to show us the way up, they are showing us the way down here. You see what I'm saying? This world, is it fair? If you don't know, you think it's not fair. For me, I think the world is perfectly fair. I think the word is perfectly fair. Someone is calling me. Ouch. Ouch. Alright. Can we call me on the home phone? Let's do on the home phone now. We'll call you. Alright, home phone. Alright, guys, that's my missus calling me, so I'm gonna just call her on the home phone. Facebook, we don't pause it. That's the whole thing about Facebook. You don't pause it. But that's what I'm saying. So you go to church, you give your money, think about it. Giving your money out is just your choice. But I'm not saying you shouldn't pay tithe and offering. And that's the main thing you need to pay. But the Bible even says that look after my needy kids and my widows and widowers or whatever. Oh, she's on the phone. All right, so that's what I'm saying. If we are out there and we think we are in this world and the world need to do something for us, man, it's a joke. These pastors, if you need money, you go to them, they won't help you. They have their kids going to the best schools before. I showed you. They go into the best schools. They live in the best life because they said, when you die, you go to heaven and you will enjoy it. But for them, they are enjoying on earth. That's what I wonder. I wonder, we that following them, are we thinking twice? Because believe me, no matter how it is, pastor will never build 1 bedroom for himself and his kids. He's going to build like 10 bedrooms. What about the church members? How many have you built? None. Because what? You don't know. All right, let's come to making money. Just forget about the pastors now. Let's make money here. Let's make some money. In this world, you just need to make money. No matter how it is, man. Jesus is coming or not, we're still going to make money. And we're going to wait for him with our money, doing goodness. Like, good things with our money. Like King Solomon did. At least if you build a church for your community, is the best thing you can ever do for yourself. All right, let's do this. Making money, let's start with business. You start business, you start with business, yeah. Starting a business, I'm putting everything together just to show you this. So from next time, we're going to talk about something else. All right, starting a business, we never thought about it. And the best business book, or before you start your business, the best book you can read is Think and Grow Rich. Believe me, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, and Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I got the Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I got Napoleon Hill here. All right, so let's do this here. I just want to show you the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki. It's one of the best books that I have here. These are the books that will give you life, not the textbooks. All right, so before you start a business, you need to have a business mindset. Business mindset. What did I say? Business mindset. Business mindset. Most people start business because somebody said there's money in it. You get where I'm coming from? There's money in it, so they just do it. They don't know how it is. They don't know. They don't have any idea about the business, but because my brother is making money out of it, I think it's a good business for me. That's what we do normally. Like, that's what we do normally. All right, just let me call. Guys, just a sec. I need to make a call here. Ouch. Hello? Yeah. I'm more Facebook Live. So, where are you guys? Yeah. Hello? Yeah, I'm on Facebook Live. One with you. Yeah, I'm on the phone. More phone, no. It's interesting. All right, guys, I'm gonna come for a sec. I need to talk to my wife. No matter how it is, she's the mother of my house. Hello. Oh. All right. We're back again now. She didn't stay long. She won the best for you guys, so she said, "I will talk to you later." All right. So here. You need to have a business mindset. Having a business mindset is different from the person who is buying from you. People think, doing a business is just having the money and put it into buying and selling. Even you need to have a mindset for it. Alex, welcome, bro. You need to have a mindset for it. Most people just waste. My mentor said I shouldn't say waste. Most people misuse their money. He said you need to learn how to say your words. Like, my coach, yeah, I pay a lot for coaching, man. We will come on that. But you need to have a business mindset, which is you need to. Have you read a book called The 21st Century Business from Robert Kiyosaki? It's the 21st Century Business. So you need to have a business mindset. You need to have business mindset. Where's my business books? Here, Donald Trump. Either you like him or you hate him. Think like a champion. You need to have that mindset. You need to have the secret of secrets. You need to have a lot of books out there. There's a lot of books out there. There's a lot of books out there which is gonna help you. All right, so you have a business mindset. You need to have a business structure, like what you want. Why business? What you need to know your why and your how and your what. Why you want to do business? How you going to do it? What you going to do with it? You get where I'm coming from? You just don't start business because someone says there's money in Uber. And you start going to drive Uber. Driving is easy anyway, so you just need to be careful. That's it. There's nothing much in that. Driving is easy. You just need to be careful. All right, so let's come. So now, after all this, the books you read, you need to read business books. Like, books. I was watching, before I started this, I was watching a video, and the website, it's a YouTube channel. They call themselves Alox. Alox. You check their videos. If you have, anytime you need to check, they have business videos, they have wealthy people's videos. It's where they call themselves, it's where billionaires in future, stay on. So check those website. And it's a YouTube channel, so it's gonna direct you to most of the things you need to know. And the books business people read. Let me tell you, reading is not for just your textbook. This, what I'm teaching, is good for you. It's good for a person who is licensed 18 years and above, or 18 years, between 18 to 55. Because even the guy who brought KFC was 65 years or 60 years. So it's not bad. You get where I'm coming from. So the books you read, Bill Gates, he read about 50 books a year or something. Yeah, 50 books a year. He's the world richest man. He was the world richest man for 17 years. He read 50 books a year. How many books do you read? And you want to become the richest man in your family. The richest man in... You want to have the business mindset. You want to start a business, you don't know where to start from. You need to have a business mindset. Why you want to do the business, how you want to do it, what you want to do with it, how far you want to go as well. You need to have a reason why you want to do that business. How long you going to stay in the business. You need to know all this. Do you have a business plan? All right, so now you need to have a skills mindset. Skills mindset. So you need to have a skills mindset. What is skills mindset? What do you know about the business you want to do? If it's plumbing, do you have any idea about plumbing? If it's selling drugs, selling drugs, I don't mean illegal drugs. Please don't get me wrong. Like pharmaceutical drugs and all this stuff. You need to know, you need to have an idea about it. If you want to set up your security business, you need to have an idea about it. If you want to be a book writer and you want to set up a book writing business, you need to have the idea about it. You just can't just move on and start doing something. You will fail like boom. But getting up is the hardest thing too. So I'm trying to help you not to fail before you start getting up. You may feel like this, but it's easy to get up. But you fail, boom, under the earth, it's hard to get up. I believe most of the religions have buried a lot of people who just collapse and they think they are dead and they go and bury them. You wake up, oh wow, what the hell? Where am I? And you talk, nobody listen because you are buried. So don't fall like a buried ground. All right, so, and you have a skills mind. You need to have a team. Like, I was saying yesterday too, you need to have a team. You need to have a team. A team of 4 or 5. No more than 10. Unless it's it's a big company, everybody is chipping in partnership. But if you want to you need to have a team of 4 or 5. And your team need to be like this. You have a team. You have a right brainer. You bring in the business, you are a right brainer. Whether you like it or not, because left brainer will not bring a business up. Left brainers, they do calculation and all those stuff. They stick to the book. They don't look elsewhere. That's the C student or the A student. So that's when you need this book from Robert Kiyosaki. It says why A student works for C student. Because C student is the right brainer. Like me, I'm a right brainer. I believe it. I'm happy to be a right brainer. I'm not worried about it. You can use both sides of your brain, but right brainer will bring the business idea. So you are a right brainer. You need another right brainer. So you got two right brainers. You need another two left brainers. And in the last person, your wife or anyone who have mixed brain. Most of the time women use that. So at least have two, like 3 guys, 2 women. Or maybe 4 guys, 1 woman in your business. And start it. That's the team. You make the decision, but you drop it in for the mastermind. So these are the mastermind of the business. They think about the idea and you go out there and you implement it. Because you are a right brainer, you will come up with a lot of ideas. But the left brainers, they will put restriction and make it work perfectly because they follow rules. You need to know all this. You can't just have a business and you think, oh, my brother here is not doing anything. He can look after my business. You're going to lose money. I didn't know that when I started my business. I hired a coach. I paid the coach. And this is what I'm teaching you for free. I have paid for it. I've hired a coach. I have hired a mentor. Political mentor I didn't hire because President Kufuor, you can't hire President Kufuor now. But life, business, you need it. And coach, you hire coach. You need to have a business coach. Whether you like it or not, you need to have a business coach. A business coach who has done what you're doing, who is going to take you up there. A mentor of your business. Your competitors, one of them need to be your mentor. Somebody who is doing the same business you're doing, but he's up there. You don't worry about doing the same business. You can bring in more ideas. That's the most important thing because most people think, oh, this guy is doing what I want to do, so there's no need for me to do it. No. Before Facebook, there was MySpace. There was High Five. Probably you are too young, so you don't know. There was Yahoo Messenger. There was Hotmail Messenger. There was a couple of them out there. But you see what? Facebook changed the face. It was the same thing. You send message, the person send message back. Yahoo Messenger, you could call from it. But Facebook put all of them together, one. And now look, Facebook is worth $580 billion. This guy started Facebook with $1,000 and few friends. About 4 friends. $1,000 and 4 friends. That's what I'm saying. Most of us in Africa, we think you need 58 billion before you start a business. But this guy, Mark Zuckerberg, started Facebook with $1,000, his own $1,000 with 4 friends. 4 friends, not just a friends, but friends who knows what his dream is all about. That's what I'm telling you. You just don't pick friends. You pick people with left brain and right brain. Because you have the business idea, you have the right brain. And one thing I would like you to know is that when you have your business running, you need to have regulation or rules and a contract. You need to have a contract and you need to put yourself a CEO for life. I'm not, believe it. Put yourself CEO for life, because Steve Jobs thought he was just joking with what he's doing. And later on, he didn't put himself CEO for life. Look at what happened to him. He got 6% of Apple, the whole Apple company. And later on, he was really upset. So he sold it off. And before he died, he was like almost 1%. Almost 1%. Someone who came with his company. Almost 1%, mate. So you, the person coming up with the idea, make the rules. Look for a lawyer to look into the rules. Make yourself a full-time and a lifetime CEO. And a founder as well. Like, you need to be the founder of the business. A CEO and a full-time founder. Believe me, I'm telling you, I'm teaching you how you can join the big men. Because no matter how it is, mate, they are ahead of you. This world won't give you anything without you giving nothing. Make the rules. Don't play with it. Don't think, oh, they are my friends, they are my family members. After all, this business may not last. In the long run, Facebook started with $1,000. In 10 years, Facebook is worth $58 billion. In 10 years, $58 billion. Apple started with nothing. Steve Jobs sold his car for $1,500. So $1,500. That's what Steve Jobs sold his car for. And they started Apple Mac and all those stuff. And now the company is almost $1 trillion. And how much does Steve Jobs have? I feel sorry for him now. His own company. You see? 1%. And even they kick him out. He brought the company, they kick him out. And later on, they saw the company was falling down, they went to bring him back. And that's where he came with the iTunes, the iPad, and all those stuff. Because you are the leader of your company, you have the mind. And as time goes on, the mind will be coming. Those people who are in charge, they are left brainers. They're not thinking beyond the circle they are in. Believe me. And they are perfect because they make things work in the business. But you go out there, bring the idea for them to make the things work. There are people, if you tell them to sit, they will sit here till they break. Because the rules says, sit down. And there are people, like right-brainers, you tell us to sit here, by the time you come, we are here. And we've been here. We're just looking around to see the best place to sit. So guys, I think we've done enough for today. We've done really, really enough. And I think if you guys want part 2 of, we can go about the other side, because the business I haven't finished yet. And I haven't finished a lot of things I need to tell you about this world. Because the world is perfect. Believe me, the world is perfect. When God did it, he says it's good. And it's still good like it. But it's just the people in it. And the things you don't understand, you think the world is not being fair to you. You didn't choose your color. You didn't choose any of who you are, your parents, anything. So the world is fair to you. All what you need to know is know who you are and what you want and go for it. That's it. Know who you are, what you want, go for it. So friends, I will just end up here today, and I hope we've learned a lot, and I hope you rewatch the video again, and we take it from there. I really couldn't get anyone calling to come in, because I don't know what was happening to the network, but God bless you guys, and thank you guys. I'm always, happy for you guys, and I'm always happy that I can even teach something like that. If you knew where I'm coming from, you would never thought I would be this person. I never even thought I would be this person. But it goes to a point, I said to myself, why am I here? I need to be somebody. And there's something in me that was burning. There's fire in everyone. It's all up to you to put the petrol on it. And what I'm doing is trying to tell you that that's the petrol you need to put on it. It's not everybody who need to have their own business, but at least have a place that you'll be comfortable with. Not just being comfortable in the comfortable lead, but being comfortable in a great and a positive way. Change life. The best thing you can ever do. My coach says, Sam, the best thing you can ever hear from people is that you've changed my life. My life has changed because of you. That's why I'm doing this for free, man. People pay like, $5 grand, 10 grand for this. But I'm doing it for free because I love you guys and I want the best for everyone. God bless you. It's a Sabbath day. I need to go and sleep. I wake up in the morning, I'm going to church. I know I'm Seventh-day Adventist, and this is what I can do to help my God. And I'm not going to go by Rolls-Royce Phantom. Couldn't believe the guy was saying Rolls-Royce Phantom. Me and my wife, Rolls-Royce Phantom. Using, whether it's not your money, it's a church money or what, for me, I don't mind. But pastor who is directing us to heaven is talking about Rolls-Royce Phantom. Now, I thought they said Jesus is coming tomorrow. So anyway, guys, that was just by the way. Have a good day and have a good weekend. I hope probably if I get the opportunity, I may do a video tomorrow. But if not, then we're going to come back on Monday or Sunday. Let's say Monday. Monday, which is going to be Ghana Sunday. Because Monday, Australian, is Sunday in Ghana. All right, so God bless you all and have a great weekend. Drive safe, drink responsible. I don't drink, but if you drink, drink responsible. And your life belongs to you, nobody else. The world doesn't really, the system, it's not just the world, it's just the system in the world doesn't really care. That's why, if people die, all what the government do is give donation. They can't bring you back. You die, you're gone. So always, protect yourself, play safe, walk around safely, and associate yourself with positive-minded people, and you will get to where you want. God bless you.